Yo, yo, what's going on, beautiful world? What's going on, beautiful world? All right. So I wanted to make this video, this is a video for those who truly love Jesus. Like, really, this is the video for that. Like, this is for those who truly love Jesus. All right. This is a video for that. I mean, serious. All right. This is the truth, and it's coming from a place of stillness. It's coming from a place of the heart, the mind, and the soul. You know, it's just a transmission of real like passion and love. This isn't found like in anything else because this information comes from a place where I discovered myself. When I found out who I am, when I found out what I am, when I found out what my people are, and what we're here for, and what we're doing here, and that's when I found this information. When I found that out, so when you find out who you are, and you know what you are, and you know what you're doing here, you can also too, run into that information, or, you know what I mean. That's what I'm teaching you here today. That's what I'm about to share with you here today. So this knowledge is like basically um not something I found in a book or I read or study, nothing like that. But it's just truth, obviously. Like, put some perspectives here that people don't see, and it's right in front of your eyes. And it's classic occult. What they say, like the best place to hide in plain sight type thing. And, as above, so below. All this stuff, I'm telling you, I know this. I know this. I don't know a lot about this stuff. All this kind of stuff because I'm Morse. I'm Morse American. You know what I mean? Um, I'm Asiatic, Muslim Asiatic. So, you know what I mean? When I study more science, we go deep, man. And this is for like all truth seekers and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? When you want to really know the truth. So I'm gonna put it in perspective here. So a lot of people these days, here we go. Like, so a lot of people, I'm getting tired of like a lot of people who keep like coming up to me and telling me that I need Jesus and I need that. And I understand, you know what I mean? This video is not saying that Jesus is not the way. It is, but what people need to understand is that when they're involving Christianity with that statement, that's a whole nother thing. So when people come up to me and tell me I need to go to the church, I need to go to this, I need to go to that, right? You know what I mean? Or I need to go to this place only for that kind of information. That's where it doesn't make sense. So what I'm about to say is Jesus never said anything like that. Like Jesus, when he never said that. He was, first of all, let's state the facts. He was never a Christian. He never said to become a Christian. Christianity didn't even exist when Jesus was around. In fact, it was created 200 years after his death by the people who even killed him. So, so this religion, Christianity that we're talking about, is created by the people 200 years after his death. You know what I mean? They was involved with that and everything, putting out a statement. You know what I mean? Putting out a statement to the world. So when you wear a crucifix, or you have the crucifix, and you think that's representing something beautiful, it's not. I mean, first of all, putting God on the crucifix dead is not anything beautiful at all. That's to me, that sounds like gothic. That means satanic, that vampiric, something very evil. I mean, think about it. Why would you put him on that? Why would you display that on a necklace? Why would you display that in the front of a church? Why would you put that and stained glass in the main hall of the church? Why would you display his death in step by step on the stained glass of the building that's supposed to be the house of God? Why would you do that? That's satanic. That's evil, dude. That's what that is. It's straight up right in front of your face, dude. So when people go here and they believe, they want you to eat the flesh of Christ and drink his blood. You know what I mean? They give you the wine and the bread, right? What do you think that's signifying? Who does that? Who drinks the wine? Who drinks anybody's blood? Who drinks anybody's? And who eats the flesh of people? Who does that? Vampires, bro. Evil demons. That's who does that shit. So why do they make you do it when they go to church? Because it's symbolizing what they really do. It's symbolizing the main traditions of what they really are. You can look at the building structure. The building structure is, they call it archaic or medieval style, which is what we call Gothic looking. That's them. That's what that is. So I'm just trying to say, I'm not putting down anything. I'm not trying to say that, like, I'm not trying to put down any religion. I love religions. I love the fact that we can even study this topic of a religion and find enlightenment from it. That's beautiful. I love that part. So if anyone has a religion that they love and they follow and they found God from it, dude, that's awesome, bro. I love that. But so I'm not talking about anything else. I'm not talking about what I'm trying to put into people's perspective is when people tell me that I need to follow the traditions that they're following because they know they're going to get to heaven doing that. I'm like, dude, your traditions are not got you anywhere. Like, there's a lot of people who go to church every freaking day and do all this cool shit and do all this stuff, and they swear they don't sin or anything, right? And all this stuff, and they're gonna be a place in heaven, but they're doing all kinds of stuff wrong because they're following a place that makes you drink the blood and eat the flesh of Christ and shit. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? And you've been doing it as like a ritual with them for a long time, and participating in mass global, basically mass global, like mass global, like witchcraft practice rituals, basically, which we participate in every day, like eating meat 3 times a day. What do you think that is? You eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner most of the time. And then when you eat, or you eat it once throughout the day, at least that's a ritual right there too. And killing these animals and sacrificing to them, putting blood sacrifices, bro. They're doing it legally, like, they're selling it to us, and we pay our hard-earned money for it. And then we go home and you feed your kids this meat that's slaughtered and fucking put like with curses and hexes and into it and shit. Because the people who do this stuff, that's what they do. And then we eat it, and then we spend our hard-earned money over it, and then we gotta go home, and you gotta think you gotta fucking cook and slave and fucking feed your family and all this shit. You don't even gotta cook and slave. When you cook, you're cooking the nutrients out of the food. So when you serve it to somebody, it's gonna have less nutrients in it. So you're telling them, here, just fucking eat this and die. Pretty much is what you're saying. You're saying, here, I don't want you to live. I just gave you some shit that has nothing in it now. That's what you're doing when you cook. So when you people are slaving at the behind the fucking and trying to cook and shit and thinking, I gotta get this done, I gotta make all this. You don't have to do that. In fact, we should eat raw food and live like, when you eat living things, you'll be alive. And when you eat dead things, you'll be dead. You know what I mean? So they have us doing these things, for these reasons. And it's only obvious, and I'm only trying to point this out so that people can get to the state of consciousness that we need to get to, that was the Christ consciousness of what is being hidden from people, about what they don't even want you to know. Because this is easy shit, dude. This is like basics. Like, dude, I'm only pointing out the obvious. I'm not pointing out anything else. Like, it only strikes me weird that the house of God, anyway, first of all, let's get this right. If it's a real house of God, like a real house of God, would have to have a God in it or a prophet. So none of these places have that. If I walk into any church or any place and I go into there and I say, hey, man, does this church come to out the truth? Or if I go to the one next door right here, next to you guys, that one gonna give me truth. They're always gonna tell you, come here. Don't go to that one, right? That's what they're always saying. Why do you think they say that? There's something wrong with that. You know what I mean? Why would you follow a religion when they're always gonna be lying to you, telling you, come here, don't go to that one when they're the same, and they're the same. It doesn't make sense, but at the same time, you know what I mean? A lot of people thinking that just like having these symbols and having things in the house are a good thing, and they're not. Dude, like putting them on the front of your fucking grass for your church is not a good thing. Dude, do you think when Jesus comes back, if he's seen you wearing a crucifix around your neck, he's gonna think that's cool? He's gonna be like, oh, that's cool, hey, yeah, that's cool. No, he's gonna get angry and see you take that shit off, bro. Are you kidding me? You're not gonna wear that in front of him. If he came back right now, Jesus, and he's seen the churches that you're going to, and he's seen the statues, and he's seen the crucifixes on the lawn and shit, he's not going to think cool about that. He's going to think, are you serious? He's going to dude, that's going to make him angry, bro. What are you talking about? You think Jesus is going to come back and be cool with that? So why did we keep promoting it? Why do we keep supporting it for just letting them get away with it? Because the people who are doing this are honestly glorifying the death of God. Because they're putting out a statement saying, if anyone else wants to be like him, this is what's going to happen to you. So that's what they did. So why do we listen to these people for? Why are we listening to these people, these ones who do that? Like, you know what I mean? They're telling us this shit. They're those same people that tell you that you're born a sinner, that you were just born a sinner. How? If you're a holy divine creation of God. That doesn't make any sense. You cannot be a holy divine creation of God and be born a sinner. Does not exist. You know what I mean? You're just falling for the falsehoods. You're falling for the lies and shit right off the bat. You're not born a sinner. You're not born anything. You're born holy. You're born together. You're born as one to get all the mind, body, and soul all together. Tuned to this place, this beautiful place called, there can't be a heaven or it can't be a hell. Because heaven isn't even a place of meets and bounds. It's not a place that you can get to. It's not a place you can drive your car to. It's not a place that you get to after life. No, it's just heaven's a condition. Heaven is a condition of the heart. All right. Heaven is a condition of the heart, people. So when we understand that, this place becomes the kingdom of heaven. This place becomes the best place ever. Because right now, it's not, it can be, it's a beautiful, look at this shit grows, everything. It does that on its own. And we do too. We heal on our own naturally. You don't got to tell yourself to heal. You got cut and you fucking heals in a couple of days. You don't got to do it. You don't got to think about that shit. Just does it naturally, right? This is how amazing our creation is. That's how amazing it is. It starts forming new cells and starts rebuilding skin all on its own. You don't even got to think. It does it on its own. Think about that. We're so designed perfect. This place is so unique, but everything's fucking it up. The whole shit that we need to understand is these traditions that people tell me, oh, you need to come to a church, you need to come to this, no, maybe that place is a problem. Maybe that's why you keep going every day and still shit ain't getting better. That's why. Because you're still following these stupid traditions that are getting nobody nowhere, and it's just getting them more, their fucking shit more and more and more, getting them more power, giving them more power. That's all it is. They just keep taking like vampires from everybody. Everybody, bro. We doing it and participating in it every single day. Fucking, seriously? And you're willingly doing it. Like, because you think you have to. Like, people, I gotta go home, I gotta feed my family. And fucking feeding them dead things. And cooking the nutrients that would be in it out of it. Then serving it to them. What does that say? That you hate them or you love them? Because it's very confusing. I don't understand this shit no more. I don't really get it. I see this going on and I'm like, I don't see. People are loving, they shouldn't be doing this shit. But then we're doing it. It just really doesn't make any sense. And a lot of people are, getting sick of it. I don't know what else to do. I fall in it too. Look at me. I go back to eating all this bullshit too because I have nothing else. They put me on EBT and all this shit now. I got nothing. I'm not a garden no more. So it's like, fuck. They hate when you start living right and shit. They don't like that shit. So they want you to be doing this shit and getting all crooked and doing it all wrong, right? So I'm just trying to put it out there because I know a lot of people do love Jesus. I know a lot of people do love the truth. And I know a lot of people do truly appreciate one another. Because, how the hell